Ladies and gentlemen, confidence is the bridge between desire and reality. When you cultivate unshakable faith in yourself and the power within, the world responds. This speech will guide you on how to anchor your mind in certainty, align your emotions with your goals, and create a life where nothing feels out of reach. Believe in the unseen, act with conviction, and watch your desires manifest. Faith is the invisible foundation upon which every achievement is built. It is not just hope or wishful thinking. It is a profound knowing that what you desire already exists in a realm unseen. Faith bridges the gap between your dreams and their manifestation, creating a channel through which possibilities flow effortlessly into reality. When you possess unwavering faith, you hold the key to shaping your life according to your highest vision. Happiness is always on the other side of faith. Believing in the unseen is not always easy. The physical world often presents us with circumstances that contradict our desires, testing our resolve and tempting us to surrender to doubt. Yet it is in these moments that faith becomes most critical. Faith is the light you hold in the darkness, the anchor that keeps you steady in the storm. It does not waver in the face of obstacles because it recognizes that those obstacles are temporary, fleeting illusions that hold no true power over your destiny. With faith, you can rise above appearances and cling to the truth that your desires are already in motion, even when there is no physical evidence to support it. Faith is not something that happens to you. It is something you cultivate. It requires a deliberate decision to believe, despite what your senses may tell you. It requires you to trust in a power greater than your limited understanding, a force that operates beyond the constraints of time and space. This trust creates a sense of calm assurance within you, a quiet confidence that propels you forward with certainty and determination. One of the greatest powers of faith is its ability to transform your internal state. When you believe deeply in the inevitability of your success, you begin to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that belief. This alignment sets off a chain reaction that influences your behavior, your energy, and even the opportunities that come your way. Faith changes how you perceive the world, allowing you to see possibilities where others see limitations, and solutions where others see problems. It is this shift in perspective that opens the doors to extraordinary outcomes. Faith also acts as a magnet for the resources and circumstances you need to achieve your goals. When you believe with conviction, you radiate an energy of certainty and purpose. People are drawn to this energy, and situations begin to align in your favor. It is not magic or coincidence. It is the natural response of the universe to your inner state. Faith sends out a signal that says, "I am ready," and the world responds in kind. To cultivate unwavering faith, you must nurture your mind with thoughts that reinforce your belief. This means guarding against doubt and negativity, refusing to entertain thoughts that undermine your confidence. It means surrounding yourself with people, environments, and experiences that uplift and inspire you. Faith grows stronger when you focus on the positive, on the evidence of progress rather than the signs of delay, creating vision as opposed to fearful thoughts rather than proposed shadows. Every small step forward, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a testament to the power of your belief. Celebrate these moments, for they are proof that your faith is working. Another essential aspect of faith is patience. Faith does not demand instant results. It trusts in the perfect timing of the universe. Impatience is a sign of doubt, a lack of trust in the process. When you have faith, you are willing to wait, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. You understand that delays are not denials, but opportunities for growth and preparation. Faith teaches you to embrace the journey, to find joy in the process, and to remain steadfast in your belief even when the outcome feels distant. Unwavering faith is a practice, a discipline that must be cultivated daily. It is not a one-time decision, but a commitment to maintain your belief in the face of any challenge. It requires you to stand firm in your vision, to reject the doubts that creep into your mind, and to reaffirm your trust in the unseen. This kind of faith is unshakable, immovable, and infinitely powerful. Like, you know the story of Brainerd, the boy in the frozen hut, who came out to find that the champion was in bed, is the cornerstone of confidence, the source of all creation, and the driving force behind every dream that becomes reality. Your mind is a powerful canvas, capable of painting the reality you wish to experience. The act of seeing something in your mind before it exists in the physical world is not mere imagination. It is creation in its most essential form. Visualization is the seed from which all manifestations grow. A deliberate practice of focusing your thoughts and emotions on a reality you intend to bring into existence. To see it before it happens is to command the forces of creation to align with your vision. When you visualize, you are not simply daydreaming or indulging in idle fantasies. You are engaging in a profound act of mental rehearsal, imprinting your desires onto the fabric of reality. Your mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined event and an actual experience. This is why visualization works. It convinces your subconscious mind that your desired outcome is already real. As a result, your subconscious begins to adjust your thoughts, emotions, and actions to align with this perceived reality, paving the way for its manifestation. To see your desired reality clearly, you must immerse yourself in the experience as though it is happening now. Close your eyes and paint the picture in your mind with as much detail as possible. What do you see, hear, and feel in this imagined reality? What colors and textures surround you? How do you carry yourself, and how do others respond to you? The clearer and more vivid your mental image, the stronger its impact on your subconscious mind. It is not enough to merely see the image. You must feel it. Emotions are the fuel that brings your visualization to life. When you imagine yourself achieving your goal, allow the feelings of joy, gratitude, and fulfillment to flood your being. These emotions are powerful signals that amplify your intent and attract corresponding circumstances into your life. Feel the excitement of having what you desire, the pride in your accomplishments, and the peace of knowing it is already yours. This emotional connection is the bridge between your mental image and its physical manifestation. Consistency is key to making visualization effective. Like any skill, it improves with practice. Dedicate time each day to see your desired reality in your mind. Treat it as a sacred ritual, a moment of connection with the life you are creating. The more you focus on this mental picture, the more real it becomes to you. Over time, it will feel as natural and familiar as your vision must be unwavering. Doubt is the enemy of creation, a disruptor that weakens the power of your visualization. To see it before it happens requires a commitment to hold your vision steady, even in the face of opposing circumstances. Do not let the noise of the external world distract you from your inner picture. The physical world is often a delayed reflection of your past thoughts and beliefs. Trust that your current visualization is setting the stage for a new reality to emerge. It is also essential to act in harmony with your vision. Visualization is not a passive process. It inspires and directs your actions. When you see yourself as successful, confident, and fulfilled, you naturally begin to embody these qualities in your daily life. This alignment between your inner vision and your outer actions creates a powerful momentum that accelerates the manifestation of your desire. Opportunities begin to appear, and paths that were once hidden are revealed. Seeing it before it happens also builds your confidence. When you consistently focus on your vision, you develop a sense of certainty that your goals are not only possible, but inevitable. This confidence radiates outward, influencing your decisions, interactions, and energy. Others perceive this inner certainty, and it creates a ripple effect, attracting support and resources to help you realize your vision. The ability to see it before it happens is not a gift reserved for a few. It is a skill available to anyone willing to practice it. It is the foundation of all creation, the invisible blueprint from which reality takes form. By engaging your mind, emotions, and actions in this process, you align yourself with the creative forces of the universe and set the wheels of manifestation into motion. By developing a certain temperament and brewing in it the necessary energy for understanding that that is what it is, to follow the key ideas of history again and again from history's fate ledgers. Your emotions are the magnetic force that draws your desires into reality. While thoughts shape the blueprint of what you want, it is the feeling behind those thoughts that breathes life into them. To feel as if it's already done is to immerse yourself in the emotional state of having achieved your desires, allowing that energy to radiate outward and create the conditions for manifestation. This is not a passive exercise. It is an intentional act of embodying your future reality in the present moment. When you align your feelings with your desires, you send a powerful signal that resonates with the frequency of the outcome you seek. Imagine your emotions as a tuning fork. When struck, they vibrate at a particular frequency that attracts experiences of a similar nature. If you consistently feel the joy, gratitude, and satisfaction of having already attained your goals, you naturally align with the circumstances that mirror those feelings. The key to this practice is vivid immersion. Begin by closing your eyes and imagining the life you want to live as if it is happening now. Picture the scenes with clarity, but more importantly, dive deeply into the emotions of those moments. How does it feel to wake up in your dream home, surrounded by abundance? What is the sensation of being congratulated for achieving your goals or receiving the love you've always desired? Let these feelings wash over you, filling every part of your being with their intensity. Your body cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined emotional experience and a physical one. When you feel as if your desires are already fulfilled, your brain begins to rewire itself to align with that reality. It creates neural pathways that reinforce the belief that your success is not just possible, but inevitable. This process is more than wishful thinking. It is the science of emotional conditioning, training your mind and body to behave as if the outcome is already yours. Feeling as if it is already done is not about pretending or ignoring your current circumstances. It is about recognizing that your external reality is temporary and malleable, while your internal state is the true creator of your experiences. By shifting your feelings to match the reality you want to create, you effectively overwrite the limitations of your current situation. Your emotions act as a declaration to the universe, stating, "This is who I am, and this is what I have." Is there any creative The practice of feeling as if it's already done also requires consistency and discipline. It is not enough to feel aligned once or twice and then fall back into doubt or frustration. The energy of your emotions must remain steady, like a flame that continues to burn even in the wind. Each time you return to this emotional state, you strengthen its influence over your subconscious mind, making it easier for your actions and thoughts to naturally align with your goals. One of the most transformative aspects of this practice is the ripple effect it creates in your external world. When you feel as if you already possess what you desire, your demeanor changes. You exude confidence, peace, and assurance, which others can sense. This shift in your energy often opens doors, attracts new opportunities, and inspires support from people around you. The world responds to your internal state, reflecting back the reality you have chosen to embody. Challenges and setbacks may arise, but they do not need to disrupt your emotional alignment. Instead of reacting with frustration, use these moments as opportunities to deepen your practice. Return to the feelings of joy and gratitude as if your desires are still assured, regardless of temporary appearances. This unwavering emotional state is what keeps you anchored in the reality you are creating. Feeling as if it's already done also fosters a sense of gratitude that amplifies the entire process. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that signals appreciation for what you have and what is on its way. When you feel grateful for your desires as though they are already fulfilled, you create a harmonious flow that accelerates their arrival. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from waiting to receiving. Ultimately, to feel as if it's already done is to claim ownership of your future now. It is a state of inner certainty, a profound knowing that what you desire is not somewhere far off, but already alive within you. This emotional embodiment is not just preparation, it is the creation itself, drawing the unseen into the seen, the imagined into the tangible. The words you speak carry immense power. They are not just sounds or expressions, they are creative forces that shape your reality. Every word you utter sends a message to your subconscious mind and the world around you, reinforcing your beliefs and intentions. To speak words of certainty is to command the energies of the universe to align with your desires. It is a practice of affirming what you know to be true within, regardless of what may appear outwardly. When you speak with conviction about your goals and dreams, you solidify them in your mind and claim them as yours. Words are declarations. They signal what you believe is possible and what you expect to experience. If you speak with doubt or hesitation, you inadvertently create resistance to your desires, planting seeds of uncertainty in your mind. On the other hand, when you speak with certainty, you cultivate an unshakable faith that reinforces the inevitability of your success. Every conversation you have, whether with others or yourself, is an opportunity to affirm your confidence in the life you are creating. Speak of your goals as if they are already realized. Instead of saying, "I hope this happens," say, "This is happening." Replace "I want" with "I have." These small but powerful shifts in language transform your mindset and set a tone of assurance that resonates deeply within you. The words you choose also influence your emotional state. When you speak positively and confidently about your desires, you generate feelings of excitement, joy, and gratitude. These emotions further amplify your ability to manifest what you seek. Conversely, words of doubt or fear create emotions of insecurity and lack, which hinder the process of manifestation. By consistently speaking words of certainty, you maintain a high vibrational state that attracts experiences aligned with your goals. Speaking words of certainty does not mean ignoring reality or denying challenges. It means acknowledging that your current circumstances are temporary and that your desired reality is on its way. When faced with difficulties, resist the urge to verbalize defeat or frustration. Instead, use affirmations to reaffirm your belief in your ability to overcome obstacles. Say, "This is only a stepping stone," or "I am capable of navigating this with." It is also essential to be mindful of how you speak about yourself. Your self-talk, the internal dialogue you engage in daily, plays a significant role in shaping your beliefs and actions. If you habitually criticize or doubt yourself, you reinforce limiting beliefs that hold you back. Instead, choose words that uplift and empower you. Replace "I can't" with "I can," and "I'm not good enough" with "I am more than capable." Speak to yourself as you would to someone you deeply love and believe in, for your words are the foundation of yourself. The people you interact with also play a role in how your words shape your reality. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage and support your vision. Speak about your dreams to those who inspire confidence and positivity, rather than to those who may dismiss or diminish them. When you share your goals with like-minded individuals, their encouragement reinforces your belief in your own abilities. Be cautious, however, about sharing too much with those who are skeptical or critical. Protect your vision by keeping your language clear and focused on what you intend to achieve. Consistency is key to speaking words of certainty. It is not enough to occasionally affirm your desires. You must make it a habit. Start each day by declaring your intentions with conviction. Say, "Today I move closer to my dreams." or I am attracting everything I need to succeed. These daily affirmations set the tone for your thoughts and actions, creating a ripple effect that shapes your experiences. Even casual conversations hold the potential to reinforce your certainty. When discussing your life, avoid phrases like, "I'm not sure," or "maybe one day." Instead, speak with confidence and clarity about what you are creating. Say, "This is where I'm headed," or "I am excited for what's unfolding." Such statements not only inspire others, but also strengthen your own belief in your path. Speaking words of certainty is an act of declaring your sovereignty over your life. It is a practice of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your highest intentions. Every word you speak is a tool for creation, a declaration of what you choose to believe and experience. By consistently affirming your desires with confidence, you set the stage for their realization and become a living testament to the power of deliberate speech. Your actions are the physical embodiment of your beliefs and intentions. To act as if it's already yours is to align every choice, behavior, and decision with the reality you wish to create. This practice is not about pretense or deception. It is about embodying the mindset, habits, and energy of the person who already has what they desire. By doing so, you send a clear signal to your subconscious mind and the universe that your vision is not a distant hope, but a present reality. When you act as if it's already yours, you step into the version of yourself that lives in alignment with your goals. This means carrying yourself with the confidence, assurance, and presence of someone who already possesses the outcome you seek. If you desire success in a particular field, behave as though you are already successful. Dress the part, speak with authority, and approach your work with the commitment and dedication of someone at the top of their game. These actions create a powerful feedback loop, reinforcing your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. Acting as if is not about waiting for external circumstances to change before you feel or behave differently. It is about taking charge of your internal state and actions regardless of what the current reality looks like. If you wish to attract financial abundance, start by treating your finances with respect and gratitude. Make decisions as someone who is financially empowered would. Invest in yourself, save wisely, and give generously, knowing that abundance is on its way. Your posture, tone of voice, and demeanor also play a significant role in this process. Carry yourself with the assurance of someone who already has what they want. Stand tall, walk with purpose, and speak with clarity and conviction. These physical expressions influence not only how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. Your body and mind are deeply connected, and by adopting the actions of your future self, you accelerate the process of becoming that version of you. Acting as if also involves aligning your daily habits with your desired reality. If your goal is to achieve peak physical fitness, begin by adopting the routines and practices of someone who values health and well-being. Eat nutritious foods, prioritize exercise, and rest adequately. These small, consistent actions demonstrate your commitment to your vision and create a foundation for its manifestation. Similarly, if your dream is to become a successful entrepreneur, start by cultivating the discipline and focus required to run a thriving business. Dedicate time to learning, planning, and executing your ideas, as though your success is already inevitable. This approach requires faith and imagination. It might feel unnatural at first to behave as though you already have what you want, especially when the evidence around you suggests otherwise. However, this is where the true power of acting as if lies. By embodying your future reality in the present, you bypass the limitations of your current circumstances and begin to shift your vibration to match your desire. This alignment between your actions and intentions creates momentum that propels you toward your goals. The beauty of acting as if is that it transforms waiting into creating. Instead of passively hoping for change, you actively participate in the process of bringing your dreams to life. Each action you take reinforces the belief that your vision is achievable and encourages the universe to respond in kind. Opportunities, resources, and connections begin to flow to you because you have already positioned yourself to receive them. Acting as if also allows you to build resilience and adaptability. By adopting the mindset and behaviors of someone who has already succeeded, you become less reactive to setbacks and challenges. You approach obstacles with the confidence of someone who knows they will overcome them, using each experience as a stepping stone toward your ultimate goal. This proactive attitude not only strengthens your resolve, but also attracts solutions and support that align with your vision. Every small step you take in acting as if contributes to the larger picture of your desired reality. Even seemingly insignificant actions like practicing gratitude, engaging in self-care, or organizing your environment carry the energy of intention and alignment. These cumulative efforts create a powerful ripple effect, gradually reshaping your life to reflect the reality you've been embodying all along. Ultimately, to act as if it's already yours is to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It is a practice of living in alignment with your highest potential, fully trusting that your actions today are creating the reality of tomorrow. By stepping into this mindset and maintaining it with consistency, trust is the foundation upon which all manifestations are built. To trust the process is to have unwavering faith in the unfolding of your desires, even when the path is unclear or the timeline unpredictable. It is a quiet yet powerful conviction that what you have envisioned is already making its way to you. This trust does not demand proof or constant validation. It requires a deep surrender to the flow of life and the belief that the universe is orchestrating everything perfectly on your behalf. When you trust the process, you relinquish the need to control every detail or force outcomes. You allow space for the natural unfolding of events, understanding that everything is aligning in divine timing. Doubt, on the other hand, is a disruptor, a signal to your subconscious that you lack confidence in your vision or ability to achieve it. Trusting the process means silencing this doubt and replacing it with certainty, even when appearances suggest otherwise. To fully trust, you must detach from the outcome. Detachment does not mean giving up on your goals. It means releasing the need for constant reassurance or signs of progress. It is the art of holding your vision lightly yet firmly, like cradling a delicate bird in your hands, secure but not suffocated. When you obsess over when and how your desires will manifest, you inadvertently create resistance. Your focus shifts from belief to lack, from abundance to scarcity. Trusting the process frees you from this tension and allows your energy to remain aligned with your desires. Doubt often arises from the ego, which craves certainty and fears the unknown. The ego wants guarantees, immediate results, and a clear roadmap. However, the process of manifestation often requires stepping into the unknown, embracing uncertainty, and finding comfort in the ambiguity. This is where trust becomes essential. Trust allows you to navigate the in-between spaces with grace and confidence, knowing that each moment is a part of the journey, even if it doesn't immediately make sense. Trust also involves recognizing and honoring the subtle signs and synchronicities that affirm you are on the right path. These signs may appear as chance encounters, unexpected opportunities, or intuitive nudges that guide you forward. While they may seem small or insignificant, they are reminders that the universe is actively working to bring your vision to fruition. By trusting the process, you become more attuned to these signs and learn to act on them without hesitation. Letting go of doubt does not mean denying its existence. It means acknowledging it without allowing it to dictate your actions or emotions. When doubt arises, remind yourself of your past successes. times when you overcame challenges, achieved your goals, or received what you desired despite uncertainty. These memories reinforce the truth that you are capable and that life often unfolds in ways more beautiful and intricate than you could have planned. Cultivating trust also involves patience, which can be one of the greatest tests of your belief. Patience is not passive, it is an active state of faith where you continue to hold your vision while taking inspired action. Trusting the process means understanding that delays are not denials. There are opportunities for growth, refinement, or preparation. What seems like a detour may actually be a shortcut, guiding you toward an even greater outcome than you imagined. Another powerful way to build trust is through gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, creating a sense of abundance and fulfillment. When you are grateful for what you already have, you reinforce the belief that life is supporting you. This mindset makes it easier to trust that your desires are on their way, as you are already living in a state of appreciation and abundance. Trusting the process also means allow yourself to feel joy and excitement for what is to come, even before it arrives. This joy is not dependent on the outcome. It stems from the knowing that your desires are inevitable. By focusing on the joy of creation rather than the pressure of results, you keep your vibration high and your energy aligned with your goals. Doubt may occasionally whisper in your ear, but it does not have to dictate your reality. Each time you choose to trust the process, you strengthen your belief in yourself and the power of your vision. Trust is the bridge that carries you from desire to fulfillment, allowing you to move forward with confidence, peace, and unwavering faith in the unfolding of your dreams. Visualization is the key to unlocking the power of your mind and shaping your reality. It is not merely daydreaming or wishful thinking, but a deliberate practice of focusing your mental energy on the life you desire. When you visualize with clarity and vividness, you create a mental blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow, bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This practice allows you to live in the feeling of your desired reality, making it more tangible and inevitable. To visualize effectively, you must engage your senses fully, immersing yourself in the experience as though it is happening in the present moment. Close your eyes and see your goals unfolding before you. Imagine yourself living the life you desire in great detail. What do you see? What do you hear? How does it feel? The more vivid and lifelike your visualization, the stronger the impression it makes on your subconscious mind. This mental rehearsal programs your mind to seek and attract the circumstances that align with your vision. As you visualize, focus on the emotions associated with your desired reality. Feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude as though you have already achieved your goals. These emotions are the driving force behind your manifestations, amplifying your intentions and aligning your energy with the outcome you seek. When you combine clear imagery with powerful emotions, you create a magnetic pull that draws your desires closer to you. Consistency is crucial in the practice of visualization. Set aside time each day to engage in this mental exercise, whether it's in the morning, before bed, or during quiet moments throughout your day. Treat it as a sacred ritual, a time to reconnect with your vision and affirm your belief in its realization. Even a few minutes of focused visualization can have a profound impact on your mindset and actions. Visualization is not limited to grand goals or distant dreams. It can also be used for immediate outcomes or daily intentions. For instance, before an important meeting or event, visualize yourself succeeding with confidence and ease. See the scenario playing out exactly as you wish and feel the sense of accomplishment that comes with it. This practice not only boosts your confidence, but also primes your mind to perform at its best. One of the most powerful aspects of visualization is its ability to bypass the limitations of your current circumstances. Your mind does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. It responds to the emotions and images you create as though they are reality. By repeatedly visualizing your desired outcomes, you train your brain to accept them as achievable and natural, overriding any doubts or fears that may arise. To enhance the effectiveness of your visualization, incorporate affirmations that reinforce your vision. As you imagine your desired reality, repeat statements such as, "I am worthy of this," "I am capable of achieving this," or "This is my reality." These affirmations anchor your belief in your ability to manifest your goals and strengthen the connection between your thoughts and emotions. It's important to remember that visualization is not a passive activity. While it involves quiet moments of imagination, it also inspires you to take action in alignment with your vision. The images you create in your mind serve as a guide, prompting you to make choices and take steps that bring your desires to fruition. Each action you take reinforces your belief in your vision and moves you closer to its reality. Visualization also helps you overcome obstacles and setbacks by keeping your focus on the bigger picture. When challenges arise, return to your vision and remind yourself of the life you are creating. Let the clarity and vividness of your desired reality reignite your motivation and resilience. By maintaining a clear and compelling vision, you can navigate difficulties with a sense of purpose and confidence. Through consistent practice, visualization becomes a natural part of your daily life, a way of thinking, feeling, and being that aligns with your highest aspirations. It transforms your perspective, allowing you to see opportunities where others see limitations, and to act with unwavering faith in your ability to achieve your dreams. Visualization is not just a tool. It is a way of living in harmony with your desires, creating a reality that reflects the clarity and vividness of your inner vision. In life, confidence is the bridge between dreams and reality, and the unwavering belief that everything you desire is already within your reach transforms potential into certainty. You are the architect of your destiny, and the thoughts you choose to nurture, the feelings you embrace, and the actions you take today shape the future you envision. By cultivating a mindset of absolute belief, aligning your actions with your vision, and trusting the process, you invite the universe to conspire in your favor. Let go of doubt and fear. They are illusions that only serve to distract you from your path. Instead, hold steadfast to the truth that your desires are valid, your capabilities are immense, and the power to create is already within you. Visualize your ideal life with vivid clarity. Act as though it is already yours, and remain unwavering in your trust. Remember, the journey to achieving everything begins with confidence in yourself and your vision. The universe is listening, responding, and aligning in ways you cannot yet see. Stay focused, stay faithful, and embrace the incredible power you hold. With this mindset, there is nothing you cannot achieve, no dream too big, and no goal beyond your reach. Ladies and gentlemen, before you sleep tonight, let go of the day behind you. What if, instead of closing your eyes with the burdens of your current reality, you entered sleep as the person you desire to be? What if, as your body relaxed, your mind stepped into the world where your wish was already fulfilled? This is the secret to transforming your life, not through effort, but through the quiet power of your imagination. Sleep is not just rest, it is creation. Every night you enter a state where your subconscious absorbs whatever you feed it. So tonight, you will no longer drift into sleep carrying doubt, fear, or limitation. Instead, you will step into sleep as the person who already has everything they desire. The moments before sleep are the most powerful moments of your day, yet most people overlook their significance. In this drowsy, half-conscious state, your mind is in its most impressionable form. Whatever you impress upon it in these final minutes before you drift into sleep is absorbed directly by your subconscious, which then works tirelessly to bring those impressions into your waking reality. This is not speculation. It is the hidden mechanism behind how your life is shaped. You are always feeding your subconscious something before sleep, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you feeding it thoughts of worry, doubt, and frustration, or are you feeding it the feeling of already having everything you desire? Think about what usually happens when people go to bed. Their minds replay the events of the day, perhaps an argument, a disappointment, or something they wish had gone differently. Without realizing it, they are carrying the energy of those moments into their subconscious, which then reinforces those experiences and brings them back in some form the next day. When you do this night after night, you create a cycle where yesterday's worries become today's struggles and tomorrow's burdens. But if you can shift what you focus on before you fall asleep, you can shift the entire direction of your life. The subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply accepts what you feel as true. This is why what you think about before sleep matters so much. In these final moments of wakefulness, you have a choice. You can drift off feeling burdened by your current circumstances, or you can consciously implant the feeling of your wish already being fulfilled. When you do the latter, you are giving your subconscious a blueprint for what to create in your physical world. This is why people who dwell on problems before sleep often find themselves waking up to the same challenges, while those who fall asleep in the state of their wish fulfilled begin to see changes happening effortlessly in their lives. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil, and your thoughts before sleep are the seeds you plant. If you plant seeds of doubt, worry, and limitation, you will wake up to more of the same. But if you plant the seed of fulfillment, if you go to sleep feeling the way you would if your deepest desire were already yours, you are setting the foundation for that desire to manifest in your reality. This is not a passive process. It requires awareness and discipline. You must make a conscious decision to let go of the day behind you and step into the version of yourself who already has what they seek. To do this effectively, you must first clear your mind of distractions. As you lie in bed, close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Let the weight of the day melt away. Silence any lingering doubts or thoughts of lack. Then bring your desire into focus, not as something you wish to happen in the future, but as something that is already yours. Instead of thinking about your desire, think from your desire. What would it feel like to already have it? What emotions would fill your heart? Would you feel relieved, joyful, confident, at peace? Step into that feeling fully and allow it to take over your entire being. Most people sabotage themselves by going to sleep with a sense of longing rather than fulfillment. They think about what they want, but they do so from a place of lack, which only reinforces the absence of that desire in their lives. The key is to assume that it is already yours. If you wanted wealth, you would not fall asleep thinking, "I wish I were rich." Instead, you would close your eyes to the deep, unwavering feeling that you were already abundant. If you wanted love, you would not drift into sleep feeling lonely. You would feel as if the love you desire is already surrounding you. This feeling is the language of the subconscious. When you impress it upon your mind in these last moments before sleep, it sinks deep into your being and begins to shape your reality in ways you cannot yet see. Understand that this is not a one-time process. Just as a seed does not grow into a tree overnight, the impressions you make before sleep need time to take root and flourish. But with consistency, you will notice shifts happening in your life. You will wake up feeling lighter, more aligned, and more confident in your desires. And soon, the world around you will begin to reflect the inner reality you have been cultivating. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, be intentional. Do not let your mind wander into the past or drift into worries about the future. Instead, take control. Step into the state of the wish fulfilled. Let it fill every fiber of your being, and as you close your eyes, surrender to the knowing that it is already done. Your imagination is the key to reality, though most people fail to realize its power. Every experience, every circumstance, every event that unfolds in your life is a reflection of what you have accepted as true within yourself. What you imagine consistently, with feeling and conviction, takes form in the physical world. This is why imagination is not just a tool for daydreaming. It is the very foundation upon which your reality is built. The question is not whether you are using your imagination, but how you are using it. Are you using it to create the life you desire, or are you unconsciously using it to reinforce the limitations you wish to escape? Most people think of imagination as something separate from reality, something fictional, something that exists only in the mind. But imagination is not fantasy, it is creation. Everything you see around you was once a thought in someone's mind. Every invention, every great achievement, every transformation in human history began as an idea, as something unseen, yet deeply real to the one who imagined it. The same is true for your life. The unseen images you entertain in your mind today become the circumstances you will walk into tomorrow. You are always imagining something, whether consciously or unconsciously, and whatever you accept as true within your imagination will inevitably find expression in the external world. If you wish to transform your life, you must begin by mastering the use of your imagination. Instead of using it to replay past disappointments or worry about the future, you must train yourself to use it constructively. The key is to see yourself as the person you desire to be, not as the person your current circumstances suggest you are. Your imagination does not care about the facts of the present moment. It responds only to what you consistently impress upon it with feeling. If you continuously see yourself as struggling, as lacking, as unworthy, your subconscious will accept that as truth and will shape your reality accordingly. But if you dare to see yourself as already successful, already abundant, already in possession of what you desire, your subconscious will accept that as well and will rearrange your world to reflect it. This is not wishful thinking. This is the law by which reality operates. You may not see immediate changes, but the moment you accept a new reality in your imagination, the process of manifestation begins. Everything needed to bring your vision into form is set in motion. The right people, the right opportunities, the right circumstances will begin to appear, not by accident, but by the unseen force of your focused imagination. The world simply mirrors back to you the state of consciousness you dwell in most consistently. Many people struggle with this because they have been conditioned to believe only in what they can see. They rely on their five senses to tell them what is real, and if their circumstances do not yet reflect their desires, they assume those desires are out of reach. But the truth is, the outer world is always a delayed reflection of the inner world. By the time something appears in physical form, it has already been established in the unseen realm of thought. If you wish to change what you experience in life, you must first change what you consistently accept as true in your imagination. You must act as though what you desire is already yours, not in an external performative way, but in an internal, deeply felt way. The great mistake most people make is that they use their imagination against themselves. They imagine failure, they imagine rejection, they imagine struggle, and then they wonder why these things continue to show up in their lives. They allow their current circumstances to dictate what they believe is possible, never realizing that their current circumstances are simply the result of past thinking. If they could shift their imagination to dwell on success, on fulfillment, on joy. They will begin to see a new world unfold before them. Before you sleep tonight, take a moment to observe what you have been imagining throughout the day. Have your thoughts been filled with doubts, fears, and limitations? Or have you been picturing yourself already living the life you desire? If you find that your imagination has been working against you, make a conscious decision to change it. Close your eyes and see yourself as you wish to be. Feel it, believe it, accept it as real. Let your imagination create the blueprint for the life you desire, and trust that what you accept in your mind will, in time, become your reality. Do not concern yourself with how things will happen. Instead, concern yourself with feeling as though they already have. The greatest shift you can make in your life is the shift from wanting to being. Most people live in a state of lack, constantly desiring something outside of themselves, believing that happiness, success, love, or wealth is something to be chased. But the moment you chase, you affirm that you do not yet have it. You are telling yourself and the universe that you are separate from your desire. And as long as you continue to feel separate from what you seek, it will remain out of reach. The key is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, to mentally and emotionally step into the version of yourself that already has what you want. When you do this, your inner world begins to shift, and the outer world follows. Everything in your reality is a reflection of the state of being you occupy most consistently. If you assume a state of lack, life will give you more reasons to feel that lack. If you assume a state of fulfillment, life will reorganize itself to match your inner conviction. This is not about mere positive thinking. This is about becoming one with your desire before it physically manifests. You must not wait for evidence in the outer world before you believe something is yours. You must believe first, and then the evidence will appear. The world does not give you what you want. It gives you what you are. To assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, begin by asking yourself, if my desire were already realized, how would I feel? What emotions would fill my heart? Would I feel relieved, at peace, confident, grateful? Identify those feelings and allow them to take over your entire being. The goal is not to think about your desire as something distant, but to experience it as something real, something already present within you. This shift in feeling is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the single most powerful step you can take to bring your desire into form. Most people believe they must first see a change before they can feel it. But the truth is the opposite. You must feel the change before you can see it. Your emotions are the signals you send to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious does not argue or question what you feed it. It simply accepts and acts upon whatever it is given. If you repeatedly feel as though you already have your desire, your subconscious will set into motion the events, circumstances, and shifts necessary to make it so. This is why those who carry themselves with unshakable confidence often attract success, why those who feel deeply loved continue to experience love, and why those who constantly dwell on lack and struggle find themselves trapped in an endless cycle of it. It is easy to fall into the habit of looking at your current reality and allowing it to dictate how you feel. If your bank account is low, you may feel poor. If you are single, you may feel lonely. If your career is stagnant, you may feel stuck. But to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you must override these external conditions and take control of your inner state. You must close your eyes to the present limitations and open your mind to the reality you are choosing to create. If wealth were already yours, how would you walk? How would you think? How would you feel as you drift off to sleep? If love were already present in your life, how would your heart feel? How would you carry yourself? Step into these feelings as though they are already your truth, and soon they will be. Do not allow doubt to creep in. The logical mind may try to convince you that you are merely pretending that nothing is happening, that reality is fixed and unchangeable. But reality is fluid, and what you accept as true within will always materialize without. Your only job is to remain faithful to the feeling of already having what you desire. No matter what your current circumstances suggest, hold to the inner conviction that it is already done. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in it, you will soon find that life itself bends to reflect the truth you have chosen to accept. Your subconscious mind is always listening, always absorbing, always accepting whatever you consistently impress upon it. It does not argue, it does not question, and it does not reason in the way your conscious mind does. It simply takes in what you feed it and works tirelessly to bring it into reality. This is why the moments before sleep are so crucial, because in that drowsy, relaxed state, the conscious mind begins to fade, and the subconscious becomes wide open, ready to receive new instructions. Most people waste these precious moments by replaying the events of the day, dwelling on regrets, frustrations, or fears. Without realizing it, they are giving their subconscious more of the same, reinforcing the very circumstances they wish to escape. But if you use this time intentionally to deliberately impress upon your subconscious the reality you desire, it will take hold of that impression and set the unseen forces in motion to bring it into being. As you prepare for sleep, you must assume the state of the person you wish to become. You must enter sleep with the absolute conviction that your desire is already fulfilled. This is not a passive process, but an active, deliberate choice. Instead of reviewing the problems of the day, you must shift your attention to the feeling of your wish already realized. Feel it deeply, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Allow that feeling to fill your entire being until it becomes the dominant emotion within you. Your subconscious does not respond to empty words or forced affirmations. It responds to feeling. If you can fall asleep completely immersed in the emotional state of your fulfilled desire, you are planting a seed that will take root in the unseen and eventually emerge in the physical world. The reason this works so powerfully is that your subconscious mind does not operate on logic or external evidence. It operates on the impressions you give it. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am wealthy," but deep down you feel poor, your subconscious will not accept the words, it will accept the feeling. This is why you must go beyond mere words and step fully into the experience of already having what you want. Do not just say you are abundant. Feel abundant. Do not just say you are loved. Feel loved. Do not just say you are successful. Feel successful. The stronger and more natural this feeling becomes, the more powerfully your subconscious will work to bring it into reality. Many people approach manifestation with hesitation, constantly looking for proof that their desire is coming. They check their bank account, they look at their surroundings, they seek validation from the external world. But this is the opposite of what is needed. The outer world is a delayed reflection of the inner world. You cannot wait for evidence before you believe. You must believe first, and the evidence will follow. The moment you stop looking for proof and instead trust that it is already done, your subconscious mind is free to work without resistance. It begins drawing to you the people, opportunities, and circumstances necessary to make your inner reality a tangible experience. Doubt is the greatest enemy of this process. The moment you allow doubt to creep in, you disrupt the impression you are making on your subconscious. You cannot simultaneously believe in the fulfillment of your desire and entertain thoughts of failure. This is why sleep is such a powerful tool, because in the moments before sleep, when the conscious mind is quiet, you have a direct pathway to the subconscious. This is your opportunity to implant the reality you wish to experience. without interference from logic or doubt. If you can drift into sleep feeling as though your desire is already realized, your subconscious will take that feeling and begin shaping your world accordingly. You must train yourself to become completely absorbed in this feeling. Let it become your dominant state. Let it feel so real that when you wake up, you momentarily forget that the outer world has not yet caught up. Walk through your day with the quiet certainty that your desire is already yours, knowing that the unseen forces are already at work. The world will soon mirror what you have impressed upon your subconscious, and what once seemed distant will become your lived reality. The state in which you fall asleep determines the state in which you wake up, and ultimately the state in which you live. Every night, as you drift into unconsciousness, you are impressing something upon your subconscious mind. Whether you do this intentionally or not, the process is always in motion. Most people unknowingly fall asleep burdened with worry, fear, or dissatisfaction. And by doing so, they unknowingly reinforce these states within their subconscious. They wake up with the same worries they had the night before, carrying them into the new day, and thus they remain trapped in a cycle of repeating the same reality over and over again. But if you make the conscious decision to enter sleep with a feeling of fulfillment, you will awaken to a world that begins to shift in alignment with that feeling. Your subconscious mind does not sleep. It continues working throughout the night, organizing and reshaping the events of your life according to the dominant impression it has received. If that impression is one of lack, struggle, or failure, then it will continue to create circumstances that match those emotions. But if the impression is one of abundance, peace, and success, then your subconscious will begin working to bring those conditions into your external reality. This is why the state you fall asleep in is so crucial, because in those final moments before sleep, your conscious mind fades, and the subconscious is left wide open, absorbing whatever dominant feeling you give it. You must take control of these moments. Instead of drifting off while replaying the struggles of the day, shift your focus inward and assume the feeling of already having what you desire. See yourself as the person you long to be. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the confidence of your wish already fulfilled. Let that feeling wash over you completely, allowing it to become so real that you cannot help but believe in its truth. If you persist in this practice night after night, your subconscious will accept this new state as reality, and soon your waking life will reflect it. Many people believe they must first see physical evidence before they can believe in something, but this is a misunderstanding of how reality is created. The external world does not bring proof first. It responds to the inner world. You must first accept something as true within yourself, and only then will the outer world rearrange itself to confirm your belief. This is why you must fall asleep each night as though your desire is already realized, without hesitation or doubt. If you constantly question whether it is working, you introduce resistance, and resistance delays manifestation. The key is to trust in the unseen, to know that the process is already underway, even if you cannot yet perceive the results. Your subconscious mind is infinitely intelligent. It knows exactly how to bring your desire into reality in the fastest, most efficient way possible. You do not need to figure out how it will happen. That is not your concern. Your only task is to consistently impress the feeling of fulfillment upon your subconscious, and it will take care of the rest. The means will be revealed to you naturally, often in ways you never could have predicted. The right ideas will come to you, the right people will cross your path, the right opportunities will appear, not by chance, but by the unseen intelligence of your subconscious, arranging all things to match your inner state. If you truly wish to change your life, you must discipline yourself to enter sleep with a deliberate state of mind. You cannot allow the habits of fear, doubt, and worry to dictate what you impress upon your subconscious. Instead, You must make it a habit to dwell on the feeling of already having your desire. The more you do this, the more natural it will become. And as it becomes natural, it will begin to reflect outwardly, bringing you undeniable proof that the inner world is the true cause of the outer world. What you accept as true in imagination will always find its way into physical form. And the state you fall asleep in is one of the most powerful tools you have to shape your reality. The images you hold in your mind before sleep are the seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Every night as you close your eyes and drift into unconsciousness, your mind becomes impressionable, absorbing the final thoughts, emotions, and images you allow to dominate your awareness. Most people unknowingly fill this sacred space with worry, doubt, and frustration. They replay the struggles of the day, entertain thoughts of what might go wrong, and unknowingly program their subconscious to recreate the same circumstances over and over again. But if you take control of this process and deliberately fill your mind with the vision of your wish already fulfilled, you set in motion an invisible power that will reshape your waking reality. Your subconscious does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. It simply accepts what you give it as truth and works tirelessly to bring that truth into your experience. This is why the images you create before sleep are so powerful. If you close your eyes and vividly see yourself as already living the life you desire, if you feel it as though it is happening now, your subconscious will take that image as a command and begin working to bring it into manifestation. You do not need to know how it will happen. You only need to persist in the feeling of already having it. The world around you is a mirror, reflecting back the dominant impressions held in your subconscious. And those impressions are most effectively planted in the moments before sleep. Instead of letting your mind wander aimlessly, guide it intentionally. Picture yourself in the exact situation you desire. If it is financial abundance you seek, see yourself holding large sums of money, effortlessly spending and receiving wealth. If it is love, imagine yourself embraced by the warmth of a fulfilling relationship, feeling completely cherished and adored. If it is success, visualize yourself in the position you dream of, confident and accomplished. Do not simply see these images as distant fantasies. Enter them. Feel the emotions they would bring. Let them consume you as if they were happening in the present moment. The key is to make these imagined experiences so real in your mind that they become your new inner reality. As you do this night after night, your subconscious begins to accept this new reality as fact. It does not argue or resist. It simply aligns itself with the feelings and images you consistently impress upon it. The more vivid and real these images feel, the faster they will materialize in your external world. Your job is not to force or control the process, but to trust in it. Doubt and impatience disrupt the flow of creation. But if you surrender fully to the feeling of already having your desire and fall asleep in that state, you will awaken to a world that begins shifting in response. Many dismiss this practice as mere daydreaming, failing to realize that imagination is the foundation of all creation. Every great achievement, invention, and transformation in history began first as an idea, a mental image held with conviction, before it took physical form. The same principle applies to your personal reality. What you continuously imagine and feel to be true must by law find expression in your life. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You are the creator of them. If you fill your mind with the vision of what you want, with the absolute certainty that is already yours, life will mold itself to fit that inner conviction. This is not a one-time exercise, but a practice that must become a way of being. Each night, as you close your eyes, choose your final thoughts carefully. Refuse to entertain anything that contradicts the life you wish to create. If you train yourself to fall asleep in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, you will soon find that your days begin to reflect the reality you have imagined. Your subconscious will work ceaselessly to rearrange events, circumstances, and even the people around you to bring your vision to life. The outer world is simply a reflection of the inner world, and the images you impress upon your mind before sleep are the blueprint from which your reality is shaped. Your emotions are the fuel that empowers your imagination, the energy that gives life to the images you impress upon your subconscious mind. It is not enough to simply visualize a scene before sleep. You must feel it with such intensity that it becomes an undeniable reality within you. The subconscious does not respond to empty images or lifeless affirmations. The stronger and more natural your feelings are, the more quickly your subconscious will accept them as truth and begin working to manifest them in your external world. Most people allow their emotions to be dictated by their circumstances. They feel happy when things go well and discouraged when they face difficulties. But to truly harness the power of imagination, you must reverse this pattern. Instead of allowing the outer world to control how you feel, you must first generate the feeling of already having your desire. Your subconscious does not distinguish between what is physically present and what is vividly imagined with feeling. It only knows the emotional state you dwell in. If you go to sleep immersed in the joy, gratitude, and certainty of your wish fulfilled, your subconscious will assume that this is your true reality and begin shaping the external world to match it. The key is to make your imagined state feel so natural that it overrides your current circumstances. If you desire abundance, do not simply see yourself as wealthy. Feel the ease, the freedom, the excitement that true financial prosperity brings. If you desire love, do not just picture yourself in a relationship. Feel the warmth, the connection, the deep fulfillment of being cherished. If you desire success, do not merely think about achieving it. Feel the pride, the confidence, and the sense of accomplishment as if you have already arrived. These emotions must become so real within you that when you wake up, you carry them with you into the day, unwavering in your belief that what you desire is already yours. Many struggle with this because they allow their current reality to dictate their feelings. They look at their empty bank account and feel lack. They notice the absence of love in their life and feel lonely. They see their current failures and feel unworthy of success. But this is the very cycle that must be broken. If you continue to dwell in feelings of lack, you will only perpetuate more of the same. The outer world is merely a reflection of your inner state, and to change what you experience, you must first change what you feel. The moment you shift your emotional state to align with your desire, you begin to attract the people, circumstances, and opportunities that match that state. Before sleep is the most powerful time to do this because your conscious mind is fading and your subconscious is wide open to receive new impressions. As you lie in bed, let go of all worries, doubts, and fears into the world of your imagination, fully immersing yourself in the experience of already having what you desire. Feel the emotions so intensely that they become the dominant reality within you. Let the joy, the gratitude, and the excitement fill every cell of your being. Drift into sleep with this feeling, knowing that as you do, you are impressing it upon your subconscious, which will work tirelessly to bring it into existence. This is not about forcing or struggling to believe. It is about allowing yourself to feel as though your wish is already granted. It is about training yourself to embody the emotions of your fulfilled desire so completely that doubt has no space to exist. When you master this practice, your waking life will begin to reflect the inner world you have cultivated. What once seemed impossible will unfold naturally, and you will come to realize that you have always had the power to shape your reality. The emotions you choose to entertain before sleep are the seeds you plant in the soil of your subconscious, and whatever you plant will inevitably grow. In conclusion, the power to shape your reality lies within the moments before sleep. By consciously choosing to fill your mind with the feeling of your wish already fulfilled, you direct your subconscious to begin manifesting your desires. The subconscious does not question or doubt. It simply accepts and works to bring into your life what you impress upon it, especially in the quiet state before sleep, when it is most receptive. By using your imagination and emotions intentionally, you can create the life you desire. Visualize yourself as the person you wish to become, and feel the emotions associated with that reality as though it is happening now. Trust in the process, knowing that your subconscious will work behind the scenes to bring your desires into the physical world. The world around you is a reflection of your inner state. By consistently practicing this process, your external circumstances will begin to align with your inner vision. Do not wait for evidence to believe. Believe first, and the evidence will follow. The key to transformation lies in mastering the art of falling asleep in the feeling of already having what you desire. Let this be your nightly practice, and watch as your life unfolds in ways beyond your wildest expectations.